Hi, we're Brian and Rachel Goulet of the Goulet Pen Company and Ink Nouveau, and we have a little bit of a sad video for you here today about why we decided to discontinue the Edison Nouveau Encore.
This was a decision we made at the DC show when we met with Brian and Andrea Gray of the Edison Pen Company. We've never showcased this pen in a video, so we just want to take some time to show you the pen and explain how we arrived at this conclusion.
So here we've got the three Edison Nouveau Encores. We've got Blue Agate, Turquoise Lagoon, and Amethyst Ice. And I actually am a big fan of all these colors. I think they're beautiful, which is, why we chose them. Blue Agate especially is one of my all-time favorite Edison materials that we've ever used.
They all remind me of gemstones. I love the color palette.
Exactly, and that was kind of the inspiration. But to really appreciate where these came from, we got to show you the Premier. If you're not familiar with the Edison Nouveau Premier, this was the first pen that we came out with. When we did our collaboration with Edison. It was the first Edison production pen.
It's been really popular. It has the number 6 nib on it, which are swappable with all the other Edison pens.
Yeah, and it's a little bit larger pen, a little bit more masculine, I guess you could say. Much like most of the Edison pens, they're kind of known for being larger pens.
It's got the tapered, the pointy ends. So when we decided to do our second pen, we're trying to think, well, what do we want? A lot of folks wanted something smaller, shorter. Edison didn't have anything like that in the production line at the time. And then something with flatter ends. The Premier, we just wanted to differentiate a little bit. So making those small changes, we came out with the Encore.
Yeah, we kind of wanted something that was a little bit more, I'll call it a little more feminine design. That's kind of what led us with these material choices. We did some, little accents, stuff that had never been done at the time on an Edison pen, such as the center band here, the medallion at the top with the little EN, Edison Nouveau logo. So these were some aspects that had never been done, and because of that, it warranted a little bit higher price because of the increased cost of manufacturing in these materials.
I believe we were also the first to have the number 5 nib with the Edison logo on it. This was the first production pen using the number 5 nib. But the number 5 nib also, I think, was part of why it hasn't been as popular.
Yeah, I think that was kind of the fatal flaw with this pen is that, all the other Edison pens that are in the production line use that number 6 nib, so you can swap them out. You can have a collection of nibs. But the Encore was kind of different, and we knew that would be a compromise. It was a compromise we made to be able to get the medallion and the center band in there. But I think ultimately that was kind of the death knell for this pen.
Yeah, just the higher price point, the smaller nib. Despite how beautiful it is, it feels great in the hand. It's very comfortable. Just hasn't sold the way it needed to, especially to have an exclusive on it and for Brian Gray to devote his resources to producing it for us.
Well, and then the final nail in the coffin was when the Beaumont came out. This was a pen that we didn't anticipate when this pen first came out. Sorry, I just dropped a little bit of pens there. But when the Encore came out, we didn't even know the Beaumont was on the radar. But the Beaumont is a very similar size and shape to the Encore. It has a center band, but it does not have a medallion at the top. It's a little bit bigger in diameter, but not to a significant degree.
But enough to accommodate a number 6 nib.
Right,
So,
and I think because of the way that Brian was able to design this pen, he was able to accommodate a larger nib in a pen this size when previously he was not able to. So it was kind of an innovation on his part, but after that innovation came out, that really kind of just put a target on the Encore's back. And ever since then, the Encore just really has kind of struggled.
So we were trying to decide what to do about it, deciding should we change the colors, what should we do. We decided, it's time to retire it.
So we don't have a ton of these pens, but we've got a pretty decent stock of them at the moment. I'm guessing they're going to last maybe a couple of weeks. It's hard to say exactly.
After this video, who knows?
Yeah, I really don't know. But anyway, if you have had your eye on one of these pens, they are not going to be available any longer after our current stock is gone.
From anywhere, from anybody.
That's correct. We're the only source that's ever had them and ever will. So, if you want it, go ahead and get it sometime soon. Make some room in your budget and make that happen. Because once they're gone, they will really be gone.
Now, we have dropped the price as part of being on closeout. So now they're available for $145 instead of $165, which is down from the original $185. So pretty good deal for an Edison pen.
It really is.
Especially with all the bling and all the stuff you got going on here.
That's right.
So
it's not all sad news. We got a lot of exciting stuff coming in the future
I mean,
with Edison.
we also spent some time talking about our future. You know, like we mentioned, the premiere is just wildly successful for us. You know, it's a great pen. I use it every day. We're looking at doing another limited edition for the holiday season. Stay tuned, you know, in a couple months for some information on that. And looking to change up some of the colors, probably by the spring. Just, you know, freshen up the line a little bit.
Yeah, we've had this pen for, gosh, this coming spring it'll be 3 years now.
Yeah,
this pen's
it's a long
come out.
time.
So it's been a big hit, and you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. So we don't want to go changing everything on it. But
I don't think
we'll freshen it up.
Cappuccino's not going anywhere.
That one's probably pretty safe. For those of you that don't know, when we came out with the Premiere, it actually, we had 3 colors, and one was Rachel's, one was mine, the cobalt blue, and the satin black was Brian Gray's. Satin black has since discontinued, so he officially loses the contest that we had, just kind of unofficial contest. Rachel wins because the cappuccino is by far the most popular. But that one's not going anywhere. But anyway, so if you have any questions, you can always contact us through Twitter, Facebook, or leave a comment on Ink Nouveau, the blog, or on this YouTube channel. So thanks so much, and right on.